All I know is this world is hyper-competitive. You do not have time to be depressed because it's a non-competitive mind state. There are people out there making so much money you couldn't possibly fathom it.
This video you are watching right now, the title you clicked on, this isn't a metaphor, this is literally what happened. When we go back in time a couple of years, when this thing was huge, when it was big, I became a victim of this. This mindset I used to believe in almost cost me everything I care about. It almost cost me the love of my life, it cost me the way I live, it cost me what I appreciate the most is something that I almost lost. Almost 3 years ago, I pivoted business models. I had an agency for over 4 years, and in less than 2.5 years back then, together with my 2 business partners, we scaled that business from just 3 of us to more than 65 people working within that company. And the crazy thing is, based on every societal measurement, it was a huge success, but it didn't feel that way. I felt like I was failing while I had everything I always wanted, and that didn't make sense. I realized I just created a new hamster wheel, call it a new matrix. But then it looked just a bit better, like a golden cage. I was stuck, I had no time to spend with my friends, with my girlfriend, and I couldn't even enjoy the fruits of the labor. I was constantly stressed day and night. And yes, we made money. And initially that was my definition of success, because it took me so long to finally succeed in financial ways. When I finally had it, I was like, okay, I need to keep this. I need to keep this, so I need to do everything to keep what once was the definition of success for me. And one day, after 2 weeks of feeling like complete utter shit, I just decided to ditch the all for money mindset and move towards something that had been scratching the surface for a very, very long time, something I didn't dare to pursue. Because my dream was to create a place for entrepreneurial men where they could connect together, hold each other accountable, where ambitious men get together, connect with each other, build lasting relationships, become true brothers, and have people around them who actually get what they are going through. But just like with everything in life, if you start something, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a success. Initially, it was so much harder than I expected. And during that process, I saw the results of this toxic red pill mindset I had developed over the last years. That unhealthy way of looking at things started to creep in. Things like just take ownership, just break up with your girlfriend so you can lock in together with other entrepreneurial friends and doing nothing else but work, fuck relationships. You need to become rich and you need to provide. If she doesn't like that, then just fuck her. That was how my mind went at that time. I always thought and I always told myself that I wasn't really affected by this extreme mindset. I think I was wrong. During the first year of COVID, I was completely locked in because what else could you do back then? And at the same time, these first videos started to pop up on my Instagram feed. And honestly, it felt so liberating. This was the first time someone said what I was thinking for a very, very long time. And in a strange way, I finally felt that someone understood me. And yes, I know he said a lot of extreme things, but I convinced myself I could read between the lines and that I saw the essence of what they were saying. Weeks and maybe even months after that, I was completely indulged in this algorithm that was providing me of this type of content. It subconsciously started to take over my entire brain. I almost started to look down on people, seeing myself as superior to everyone else, and especially people who didn't have their own business and were weak slaves and peasants working in a 9-to-5. Almost the feeling that women had to deserve me because I was a high value man, because I had options, I had a business, I was making money from my laptop. At that moment, because of the messaging, I just felt like I was on top of the world and I had only one mission. And that mission was to become of even more value, to become more significance, to attain more money, to get more ripped and more in shape and get bigger. And everything was about me to prove that I was a valuable man, that I was worthy by attaining external things. And that's just absolutely fucking crazy to me if I think about it now. I went to the complete extreme because some bold guy on the internet I never saw before told me to. And years later, I understand I was completely ignorant. I took something that sounded good, that I resonated with, and accepted it as the absolute truth, which I now know is absolutely not the case. And once you realize that these types of men do everything, but I mean every single thing, for attention, with only one goal, to become of more value, to become more significant, to become the highest status man in their circle or even on the planet. If you realize that, you start to question everything that they say and everything that they do. And the reason for is the extremes always sell the best. I know for a fact that a lot of people watching this, a lot of young men, a lot of men had similar experiences. And I can tell you, if I had listened to that advice of those men, I would be living a miserable existence where nothing really mattered but me. It's this egocentric way of living where you fool yourself into thinking you are providing for others, while in reality, the only thing you want to have is the approval of other men. And if you don't work on yourself, then you will never feel completely fulfilled.
Yeah, film on her. Look who we have here. Okay, so what I was talking about, I'm about to show you in the office, so follow me to the office if this man stops biting me. Okay, let's go. The thing I'm about to show you that really changed the way I look at this, and I think if I didn't reflect on it like this, then I would still be in that toxic mindset. So if what I just spoke about resonates with you, you were in this similar mindset and you want to see how I resolved it and how I know you can resolve it as well, because it all starts with awareness. Why do you do specific things? Specifically in this case, I think most people who fell for this mindset, they want to prove something, right? They want to be of status, so people see them as important and as high value, whatever. And I was falling in that same trap. Understanding this model completely changed the way I look at this. I'm not taking any credit of this. I think this comes from Tony Robbins, this model, like the absolute GOAT. But I'm going to explain it very carefully in a very short way. But if you want to know more about this, it's called the 6 human needs, because basically everything we do comes from a need. The 6 human needs we have. The first one is certainty. We want to feel certainty. We want to feel safe. We want to feel stable, right? But also, like, if we have too much routine and too much of the same thing, we want to have variety. We want to have the opposite. We want to have uncertainty. This is why we travel, why we try new things. Then the third one is significance. We want to feel valuable. We want to feel that we matter and that the things we do are important. Then we have the fourth one, which is love and connection. We want to belong. This is why community always works. Like, we want to belong to a group. Growth. We want to feel that we grow. This is why we chase goals. This is why we are working. And then the last one is contribution. And that means, like, besides your own success, helping others can also be a human need we have. But the need is not the problem, the vehicle sometimes is. So basically all the needs have a shadow expression and a aligned expression. So if you look at certainty, for example, the need to feel safe and in control, able to predict outcomes, underneath every certainty behavior is one question. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be fine? So the aligned expression is built through skill, repetition, trained capability, mastery. But now it comes. The shadow expression is over preparation or perfectionism. It holds you back from achieving what you want to achieve. Every single need we have, all 6 of them, have a shadow expression and an aligned expression. What we've been talking about this whole video is the need for significance. The Red Pill community wants to feel significant. They want to be of value. They want to provide. They want to be a high value man. They want to have status. The need to feel important, special, needed, seen, and valuable. Underneath every significance behavior is one question. Do I matter? Now, an aligned expression, because this is not bad. It's human behavior. It's a human need. It's good to have the need to be important and to be of value. So the healthy expression would be significance comes from the work. It's confident, but you're not loud. You don't have to scream. You do not need to be in the spotlight. You can let other men be right as well. And the examples of this is becoming the best in your city at something specific, building a product thousands of people use. It's all a healthy expression. But now, and this is where all the Red Pill guys go wrong, in my opinion, it's
intellectual sophistication, being the smartest in the room, being so valuable and so good in what you do and so important. Constantly comparing who is the best, like who has the biggest boat, who has the biggest car, who has the most money. It's like this unhealthy comparison of who is the best, this competition, not because you want to improve yourself, but you want to be better than people. Examples is buying the watch just to look rich and to look important, buying the car to look rich and look important, the designer brand. And trust me, like I am saying this because I used to come from this. Like I started social media because I wanted people to see that I'm capable and competent. I bought this, it's so far in my drawer. I bought this watch as a trophy because of the hard work. But in reality, I just wanted people to see that I had money, that I could buy a watch like this. And that's a shadow expression. It doesn't come from a healthy place. It comes from, I want to be accepted by people who value this more than me as a person. And if you are surrounded with those people, it's the most empty existence I can imagine for myself. I'm not going any deeper in the 6 human needs. I just wanted to show you that this behavior and why it triggers so many men is coming from something. I still want to be of value. I still want to be the best example I can be for my son, but not by having this on my wrist. I know my worth, I know my value, I know what I can bring, and I will do it to the people I care about the most. I just wanted to make this video to show you that you're not alone, but also to give you a sign to look deeper. So what we did, we created this tool where you can see what your dominant needs are and if you are in an aligned expression or a shadow expression. So what you can do, you can start this tool and then you can say, you get questions, and an example of a question is, I can sit with not knowing how something will turn out. The only thing you have to do is just answer with a scale, from a scale of 1 to 5. So let's say you agree with this, you click on 4. I make decisions and move forward even with imperfect information. Well, maybe not. And you answer all these questions. And at the end, you will get a full report on your 2 dominant needs if you are in aligned expression or shadow expression, and also what you can do about it. If you want to grow, you need to dare to look within. And if you feel like you're constantly chasing the next big thing and looking at other people, what they have, and feeling that you are behind because some young guys are flexing with a Lamborghini on a yacht or whatever it might be, then do this, because you will find answers about yourself that you didn't have before. So in the description below, you can download this tool and you can use it. You can use it more often so you can see if you improved or something changed. I don't know how long this video turned out, but I just want to make videos that are of extreme value to young, ambitious men. I used to be a victim of this mindset. I fell in the trap and I figured probably more people had this. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope it was valuable for you. And don't forget to subscribe if it was. And then I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.